Right, what I'm going to do now is a review and test on the C111 combat trousers by Arktis. Now they're really good trousers, but there is a couple of things you need to know. There's a couple of things that I wasn't sure of, but I dealt with anyway. And there's one thing I don't like that's a bit silly, but it depends what you're doing really, whether you're wearing belt gear, webbing or whatever, but I don't do that, you know. So anyway, I'll get into that, but generally they're all right. So let's have a closer look and I'll show you what I'm on about. Let's have a closer look. Right, okay, we'll start off with the bottom. You've got these cinching around the ankles here with two toggles that you just sort of pull, and they're fine. And then you've got this zip going up just above the knee, and so you can get them off with your boots on. And also all the zips I've got this symbol on it. Don't know whether you can see that. It's got SBS, okay. So they seem alright, they seem pretty good. And here's the other. There it is. When you undo the zip on the leg, there's a little bit of a sort of a gaiter as well. It's not, you know, it's covered up like so. There you go. So that's that. And you've got 6 pockets. You've got 2 map pockets on the side of the leg there, 2 hand warmer pockets and 2 back pockets. Now just to give you an idea of these map pockets, there's an Ordnance Survey map here, and you know the size of them. It just drops in, and there you go, that gives you the idea of the size. And also, if you haven't noticed, there's no flap going up above this and over when this goes over. So I mean, I could live with that, that's alright, I'm not bothered, you know. So that gives you the size of the map pockets. The hand pockets, the material on the inside is exactly the same on the outside, so that's a good thing, because some makers make this material cheaper. So that'll last as long as the trousers themselves. And the fly, some people have, I've seen the reviews, and some people said they're a bit high, but it's not. It's all right, really. You know, it's not awful. But what's odd about it is you don't use the fly to get your trousers on, okay? And also to do the fly up, you pull it downwards, okay? So you do your fly down, you not do your fly up, you know. So there you go, and that's SBS on the little handle as well. So yeah, so it's a bit odd, and you can have a pee in them, all right, you know. It seemed, you know, all right, you know. I wouldn't complain about that. I can see what people are on about though, you know. But anyway, anyway, you've got your 2 back pockets there. See that, one there and one there, and the depth is about the size of a hand. So they're all right, you know, wallet size, if you carry a wallet these days. And that's basically it. And the material's good, it's ripstop, and the sizes are true to the size as well. I'm a regular, a size regular on the length of the leg, and size regular comes under 31 inches with Arktis, and you've got your short length as well and your long length, so the sizes are all right. Right, I just want to explain a couple of things that I didn't like, but I dealt with, and then one thing that is silly. Right, okay, let's get back around here. Now, let's get this one. Now, just a little thing, these strings with these toggles, they were really long, okay, and when done up, they'd be dragging on the ground, you know. So it wouldn't, you know, it wasn't very good, but I dealt with it. But I just cut it, okay. I just cut it and burnt the end, you know, to the size I wanted it to be. And I put a big knot there as well, so you know, it wouldn't come out, and a figure of 8 knot plus an overhand knot on top of it. Okay, so that's that. I just dealt with that. It's all right. And when it's done up around my ankle, or around your boot if you like, you know, it's not dragging on the ground. So anyway, and also these straps that you do your do-up around your waist were really long, and I had to, I mean, when they were done up, they were going through these boot belt loops and hanging down, okay, hanging down my backside. So I didn't think that was very good. So what I done again, I cut it down, and what you see there, I've bent it back as well and sewed it, okay, and burnt the end as well so it wouldn't fray, to the extent where, you know, it won't come through this. Well, that bent back bit is to reduce the chances of it coming out. But it's all right, you know, it doesn't hang down so much. I could live with that. So that's that. Okay, what I don't like about these trousers is these straps. They're awkward. They're a bit of a faff to get on and off. You get used to it, I suppose, and they might have a purpose to some people, but there's no purpose for me, really. What it is, there's a Velcro bit there, and a Velcro bit there, and a Velcro bit there, and there, and you sort of do them up like that, and then do these straps up, okay, and then tuck the strap in through the belt loop and the belt loop behind, so you know you can't see that. You've got to faff about, and that's what I don't like, really. And the zip is odd, you know, going downwards to do it up. You don't have to, you don't use the zip to put the trousers on, you know, but I don't like it, really. I mean, what is the point? They're good trousers and you'll get used to it, but what is why, you know, what's the point? I mean, hundreds of years ago, you know, when people wore furs or something like that, they probably had toggles, you know, bits of bone and a bit of string looped around and sewed on, you know, and that works. It works, you know. And then years later, someone invented the button, you know. Buttonholes don't go wrong, and buttons don't go wrong. They don't break. And if it comes loose a bit, you can sew it back on, you know. And snap buttons, metal fasteners, I mean, if they get dented a bit, they can go wrong, but they're sort of all right. But and there's nothing you could do with them, you know. And there's nothing you could do with that, I don't think. So, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with doing your zip up and putting a button on, you know. Yeah, that's just my opinion, you know. You might think that that's good or it suits you, but it doesn't suit me. But it does work. My trousers weren't falling down walking up yet. So anyway, you know, yeah, that's what I think. I mean, Velcro, it's probably good quality. However, how long it will last, I don't know. You know, put it through a hot wash or something. And also, all right, you could get a belt on it, okay, because you've got your 2 belt loops here, and you've got your belt loops here, which is on the side of your hip, okay, and this little belt thing. But if you notice, if I can grab it. There's no belt loops from the side of the hip to the front, you know, so there's no belt loops there and no belt loop by there, you know, just before the buckle on each side. So if you wore a belt coming round, it might wedge it in, you know, and keep it up, but you know, it might just fall down and the belt might go across your front of your shirt, you know. So I mean, ideally they need a belt loop come on, wind. A belt loop by there and a belt loop by there to get your belt buckle done up there in the center. Anyway. But anyway, that's just my opinion, you know, so it's not very good as far as I'm concerned for the price you pay. It's a bit of a silly flipping, I don't know, design that seems like there's something that sort of came out in World War II with a barrack dress, battle dress, bloody trousers, you know. So silly designs like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that now. I'm going to go for a walk and then I'll say my final thing to see if it rubs my legs or something like that. It probably won't. Or to see if they fall down over my hips, but they probably won't. Anyway, I'll see you then. There you are. What's wrong with that? Zip up, button on, belt up. Done. Easy. It's a lot easier. Okay, I'm near the car now, so my final thoughts on the trousers. They're windproof, and the cinching on the bottom of the trousers by the ankle, they didn't blow open in the high winds, okay, so the toggle's held, so that's pretty good. And my trousers didn't end up falling down either, okay, they didn't go they didn't go around the around my hips, all right. So there you go, everything works, it's all good, they're good trousers, and that is that, okay. I still think the cinching around the waist is a bit silly, but there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching this far actually, and yeah, I'll see you around.